Manchester United want Thomas Tuchel to be their next manager. Welcome to Manchester United Matters channel. I go by the names of Aradi, Orok, and David. Smash the like button, comment, and share. And if at all you happen to be watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go into the lower right bottom corner, click the subscription button, then click the notification bell and click all that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. Today we woke up news from a reporter of Daily Mail who goes by the names of Chris Wilder, coming out and saying that the list has been narrowed. Thomas Tuchel, Mauricio Pochettino, Eric Ten Hag, Luis Enrique, and Julian Lopetegui are the names under consideration of who is going to become the next Manchester United manager. He went ahead to say that Thomas Tuchel is among the leading candidates to the Man United job. Rangnick would use his close ties to Tuchel to attempt him to Old Trafford in there. Oh my God. When you look at this story, it just shows you how much United and their PR machine are really at play, because we all know that yesterday we are beaten badly by a team which goes by the names of Atletico Madrid, and we are knocked out of the Champions League very badly, ugly play in there, and they knew that us being knocked out of the Champions League, it's really going to awaken all the fans all over the world. And they said, which story can we come and put up? Which story can we come and put up? Obviously, it's all about a new manager from a rival team which goes by the names of Chelsea, that is having lots of problems in there, because if at all they don't get someone to buy that club, it's really going to go in administration, because it's very hard for them to run as they used to run under Roman Abramovich. And it looks like their manager is not into the right way of working with them. And Gary Neville came out and said that no manager, and Jamie Carragher, that no manager would want to work in a situation where Thomas Tuchel is, because you are not sure of what is going to happen tomorrow. The uncertainty of the happenings of this saga of Roman Abramovich being taken out of Chelsea, and he was sanctioned in there, and most of his properties in United Kingdom, sanctioned by the government of United Kingdom, really puts Thomas Tuchel in a very hard situation in there for you. But all in all, the players have really come out and showed a very good spirit in there. But United has come out, I know this story has been put out by United, because they feel like, how can we erase the entire media talking about the ugly display of Manchester United? Because yesterday on the pitch, one of the most expensive defenders in the world, Harry Maguire, who was brought in by the board, let the team down. You get? And most of the players on the pitch didn't perform as the manager really gave them instructions in there. And now, because we are going to a decade without winning a Premier League or a Champions League, the minds of the fans of Manchester United are really being warmed up to be told that it's not all about the board. It's not all about the team. It's not all about the players, but the problem is on top. Who brings in these players? Who does the day-to-day activities at the club? And they knew that the fans are really going to go hard at them. Guess what they bring in stories? Thomas Tuchel. They bring Thomas Tuchel. Now we are talking about Thomas Tuchel. We aren't even talking about the ugly display of Manchester United, but they aren't going to go on and leave us in this alone, because I really believe that we have close to 17 days when United is going to be playing any game of football. And I know at a point X, each and every time we'll be doing an analysis onto this channel, we'll be talking about that ugly display of a team which goes by names of Manchester United as we are playing Atletico Madrid at Old Trafford. But watch this, watch the space. More stories are really going to come on as far as the next Manchester United manager is going to be. That's why you've seen another story coming in indicating that Manchester United wants to seal the next manager of the club in the next 2-3 weeks, because they have to utilize these 3 weeks until United plays Leicester City, until these players return back onto the training ground, such that they put out those winning team and the training photos via their social media platforms. That's what they're all about. That's what they want. But I want to awaken all Manchester United fans all over the world that, please, don't look at Rangnick, don't look at the players, don't look at anyone else, just look at the board. Look at them, because it's them that sign in players that these managers don't want. If Rangnick told them that get me a CDM and they never got him the CDM, that's why our season is like this. Even if Thomas Tuchel comes in at Manchester United, unless otherwise Richard Arnold is going to dance to the tunes of Ralph Rangnick, something that I must have to first see to affirm, but he will also collapse. Because Louis van Gaal came in at Manchester United after reaching, I think, the World Cup final Was it the World Cup final? No. I think after reaching the semi-finals of the World Cup in 2014 with Netherlands, he was one of the best coaches in the world, and right now he's coaching Netherlands, and Netherlands has qualified to the World Cup. You get, he's one of the best coaches in the world, and we've seen him groom young talent. Comes at United, he fails. Comes in another player, comes in another man, Jose Mourinho, one of the best rated in the world, Jose Mourinho. He also failed at Manchester United. So it looks like if the board doesn't really get off some footballing decisions and duties off its back and shoulders to give it to Ragnick and Mototaf to run that business, the football business in there, United is into deep shit. I do appreciate Thomas Tuchel. He's one of the best managers in the world. A moment. I do appreciate Thomas Tuchel. He's one of the best managers in the world because the top 3 managers in the world right now, I really believe it's Pep, Tuchel, and Jurgen Klopp, and Erik ten Hag. You get a Nagelsmann who coaches Bayern Munich. Those are my top 5 managers in the world. I really believe that he's one of those better managers in the world, and he can do a very good job at Manchester United in there because he'll come in the dressing room with respect, and these players are really going to come in and give him huge respect in that they listen to him because he's a winner. He came into a Chelsea team in just a space of 3-4 months. He won a Champions League in there. But I doubt his influence at Manchester United, because will he be allowed to chase out players, like comes in and says, these players, I don't want them at Manchester United at Carrington on Monday. Harry Maguire, Phil Jones, Nemanja Matic, Juan Mata, Ronaldo, Edson Cavani. Get me my budget of £200 million. I have my players that I've selected with Ragnick that are really going to bring into this club and do a very good job for this job. Will he allow to make decisions, especially on players who are really going to be playing for Manchester United? Because that's the fundamental and foundation of all of this that you're seeing at Manchester United. You get? Mourinho comes in at Manchester United. They bring in Henrik Mkhitaryan. He was not a Mourinho signing. Mourinho comes out and says, I want Antoine Martial out. The board says, no, we don't. I really, the board says, Antoine Martial is not going to leave because for me, I see him as my pere. That's the board. You get? Now, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer comes in. They sign Danny Van Beek, Alex Telles, Facundo Pelestri, Amad Diallo. You get? And all of those players are never used. The only players that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer brought in and he's using game in, game out is Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Bruno Fernandes, and Harry Maguire. But the rest were not used. You get? So it shows you that there are some players that really are signed by this club, by the club's board, and not the manager. And look at Arsenal, Mikel Arteta. All of the players he has really signed. What shows that all of these players at Arsenal that has brought in the 2 seasons have been at Arsenal, where his recommendations is all of these players are getting ample playing time, and they fitted well into his playing staff. So lots of things have to be worked on at Manchester United if we really want to look like that side which is going to be competing and combative and very much decent into the Premier League in there. But Thomas Tuchel, I welcome him at Manchester United, but I doubt whether he can betray Chelsea to that extent. But I feel like if at all United knocks on his door and everything is not as well as prepared as Chelsea, I really believe that Ragnick is his like mentor. He went through his school, he was once his coach in there. And I really believe that they have a very big bond in between Thomas Tuchel and Ragnick in there. So to me, I really believe that if at all Thomas Tuchel comes in at Manchester United and everything is put into place and order and how it's supposed to be, I really believe that he will do a very wonderful job at Manchester United. So Thomas Tuchel at Manchester United, if it happens, it's okay. But my worry for any next manager at Manchester United is who is really going to be making those footballing decisions. You get? If at all he comes in and really says, I don't want Bruno Fernandes at Manchester United, will he be told that we've agreed with your decision, or will he be told, no, Bruno Fernandes is untouchable? That's what we want to start Manchester United. We want a manager to come in here and says, so and so leave, so and so leave, so and so leave. It looked like at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer it had worked because Sanchez, who looked to be a player that United really bought not a lot of money, but we are paying him a huge salary that would have shamed him if at all he does not function well under a manager. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, in his debut season at Manchester United, after being named a permanent manager 2019, he told him, go, I don't need you. Ashley Young left. Lukaku left. He sold all those players away from Manchester United. So I really believe that Manchester United really have a lot to do before thinking of the manager. I really believe that the board has to first look into itself before they really come in here to make a decision on who the next manager of Manchester United is. I remain RD Orokan David to this channel. Please let the conversation start to flow into the comment section below, telling me what you think about Thomas Tuchel becoming the next manager of Manchester United. I'm signing out for now. See you later.